Joy-Con surgery. The plus button doesn't work. Trying to figure out why. Disconnect this weird battery thingy-mabobber. Alright, I checked underneath the battery. It doesn't look like it needs to be removed, so I'll see what happens if I remove these screws. Alright, I removed them. See what happens when I lift this up. Oh, it's a little bit hard to get a hold of. Ah, come on. Alright, it's connected there. And it's connected over here somewhere. So, just gotta get that dealt with. So, the frickin' dog that chewed this, the plus button, chewed the corner right here. This damage right here is actually from me. I don't know how to explain. So she chewed it and pushed this corner and this corner all the way down so that this button, this thing, was sticking lopsided. So it was constantly pushing on the frickin' button. Because this thing right here, this lump is what pushes the button. It was constantly pushing the frickin' button so it would never frickin' work. And so my solution is to just put so much pressure on it so that it's flat again. That's my solution. I guess whether or not it works, it doesn't change anything. I could, for all I know, have completely destroyed the Joy-Cons because it's my first time opening up a Joy-Con, but I don't care at all if this breaks because these Joy-Cons without this plus button are useless to me. So yeah, I guess we'll find out. One thing I realized while I was putting this thing in was that it was getting stuck. So I realized if I put it together while it's getting stuck like that, it's just gonna have the problem where it gets stuck when it's halfway through. So I just sanded it using this filing tool. I sanded it so now that it's loose like this, so now it won't get stuck when being pushed on. Alright, now time to attempt to put this thing back together and hope nothing bad happened because I kept the battery plugged in the whole time because I don't have any plastic tools to pry it out and I didn't want to risk ruining the battery. So, yeah. Good luck me. God, I freaking hate ribbon cables. Holy crap, I finally did it after 2 hours. You can see how much I freaking scratched the crap out of the surface. I don't even know if this thing freaking works anymore. But I freaking got it back in there. I hate these freaking ribbon cables. This one? This orange one? Those ones are fine. These ones? I freaking hate these ones. This one was on a freaking 3DS too. And it was bigger. And it still took me 200 years, but for some reason my dad can get it in 2 seconds. But no, I could never get it in. And I just had to do it, but even smaller and without my fingers. And without the necessary tools, I literally used a frickin' pin and these frickin' tweezers to put that frickin' thing back in there. And it took forever. And I don't even know if it's gonna work. Look how freaking scratched it is. You're the only one who understands my pain, Harley. I just realized that these are Joy-Cons we're talking about. How much you wanna bet that these freaking Joy-Cons are gonna drift now? Oh my god, there's a frickin' another one. Oh my god. And look at this one. And look at this one again. And remember this frickin' face. Remember this frickin' face. Frickin' frick. Is this even in all the way? Wow, I think I finally understand how to put these ribbon cables back in. Why was this one so freaking easy? Oh my god. Why? You know, I just kind of thought about something. I wonder if these Joy-Cons work. And if I can easily find out by pressing a button. Oh my god, what the heck? They're green. Wait, are they normally green? See if it works. Yay, the plus button works. And everything else, I think. No drifting. That is extremely surprising. What the heck? Well, that was the worst freaking repair on any device I've ever done in my entire freaking life. But somehow it worked out, and now I can play Animal Crossing on handheld mode. Yes, that was the end goal. Oh, and in case you were curious, these are what the tools I used for. Alright, here's the lineup. Make sure there's nothing missing. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this one here too. Alright. This is what I used. This one, this is probably the one that I didn't end up using. I tried using tape to hold the ribbon cable in place. That didn't work. This is the screwdriver I used to get rid of screws. This is the one I got rid of the tri-tip screws. This is how I sanded the Joy-Con's plus button back into shape, because when the dog chewed it, it like warped the plastic. So I had to sand it back. This is what I used, these pins here, because I don't have tweezers that were small enough to move the ribbon cables around, so I used these 2 pins. And then I used these tweezers for basically everything else. And I used this paper straw as a plastic, like, I forget what they're called. The thing that you use to pry with the plastic things. Yeah, I don't have one, so I used this straw. Oh, by the way, it took 2.5 hours.